You are well prepared for any challenge after your study, but you are not quite sure which role can help you unlock your full potential within the company. Well, a graduate program or scheme might be something you are looking for. Ciao, ciao, I'm Chow. In today's episode, I will be speaking in English. I believe it could benefit more people around the world. In this video, I will explain why you might want to apply for a graduate program and how you should prepare yourself step by step for both application and the interview. First of all, I'm really excited to talk about this as I feel like I'm quite qualified to speak on this topic because I've made more than 10 attempts applying for graduate program positions before I finally got an offer. So if you're still struggling with getting an offer, remember, you're not alone. I've been there. For those people who don't know what is a graduate program, or sometimes we call a graduate scheme, it is a privileged opportunity designed specifically for recent university graduates. It is a job, but also a 1 to 3 years structured program that helps you position yourself and grow personally and professionally. Most graduate programs provide the two key features that make graduate program attractive. First, mentorship. You're not left alone to figure out everything on your own. You are usually be paired with a mentor or a manager who will guide you and answer your questions and support your development throughout the program. The second feature is rotation. You get the chance to work in different teams and departments, which is great because it helps you orientate yourself and explore what you really enjoy, understanding the business as a whole. So you might ask, who offers these kind of programs? So actually, lots of the big companies run graduate programs. You will find them in all kinds of industries like finance, tech, marketing, engineering, consulting, and healthcare, etc. By the way, I'm in the energy industry. For example, companies like PwC, Google, NHS, BBC, and many banks and the tech firms all have them. So even government departments do. So no matter your background, there are always opportunities for graduate programs out there. Here is a number of good reasons why you will want to apply for those programs. First, you get paid well. Graduate program salaries are often higher than other entry-level jobs. You get to explore different perspectives within your field or company, which a fixed role position can't offer. Third, you might get to travel. In some programs, you are eligible to travel and work in different locations, sometimes even in different countries, depending on the company. Then you can easily build your network. Throughout the program, you will meet all kinds of people, other grads, managers, and experts in the industry, which is beneficial for your career. And most importantly, you are much more likely to secure a long-term role after the program. Because let's be honest, they wouldn't just let you go after all the training unless you mess up something. Now, I will walk you through all the stages you might probably face until you finally get an offer. I have divided everything into 3 main stages: application, filtering, and assessment. You can jump to whichever stage you are interested in, depending on your current situation. So the first stage, application. In this stage, it's quite straightforward. You submit your CV and then screen it. Normally, it's pretty like a normal job application, so there's not much to talk about here. But I do have some important tips to share. Tips 1, screenshot the job description. After applying, always screenshot the program description. It doesn't matter whether you are applying for just one or multiple graduate programs positions. Once the application closes, you might not able to access the details anymore, and you will need them if you move to the next stage. Imagine this. If you got the notifications emailed that saying you are invited to the next stage, but you can't find the information about the program anymore, how annoying is that? Another tips I can give you here is to use keywords wisely, because companies won't screen all the CV individually. Usually, there are more than 100 applicants for different graduate programs within one company. Therefore, most companies use internal systems or AI to filter CVs. So make sure your CV includes relevant keywords from the job description, avoiding red flags, terms, and tailor your CVs for each program. This might give you a better chance of entering the next stage. The second stage, filtering. Now things get interesting and more challenging. Different companies use different filtering methods. I will be mentioning the most common approach I have experienced across all my applications. However, please note that companies might apply just one approach or various approaches, meaning you might experience one of the approach I'm going to share or all of them. Okay, starting with the easy one, which is a phone call or a video call. The HR or anyone who has a bigger role in the department you applied for would like to have some testing call with you. So the form would be just like a normal job interview, asking questions like why you want to join the company and how you see yourself in 5 years, etc. However, I do believe there's a hidden agenda here. They want to test something out through the short interview. From what I observed, there could be two things. One, it's whether you are in the right main direction they're looking for. So, for example, they might seek someone with more management experience instead of engineering experience, or someone who is more expressive instead of shy and withdrawn. The other hidden purpose is that they want to figure out your ambition to join them. So basically, they like to know if you are sincerely craving to join their family, or you're just someone who needs a job after graduation and applying to a number of the job positions. So my advice would be do research on their company and learn about their motto and history and figure out what sort of the personal traits they might look for and prepare yourself with a solid, strong, unshakable reason to convince them why it has to be their program. Another form of this stage could be something similar. Self-recorded video, and so instead of talking to a real person, you will be talking to your own laptop. Companies will invite you for a video assessment where they will ask you to record yourself and answer the question. Some company will give you the questions beforehand via email, so you have time to prepare your answers. But some of the company want you to improvise, thus the question won't be given first. One tip to prepare for this is to just consider it is a real interview. You could prepare a list of interview questions that you could be asked. I'm sure nowadays you can find plenty of resources on YouTube or blogs. Another tip is please, don't act like a robot. Meaning don't read your answers through with no emotion. Imagine if you were the interviewer and watch the videos and you could totally tell this person is just reading something through the camera. How would you feel about that? So please answer the question as you were talking to a real person. Then, the next form of the second stage could also be an online attitude test. You will be invited to do a sort of a test. I know, test. We all hate it. But those online tests are used by company to quickly screen candidates. They check skill like logic, math, reflexes, and personality to see if you are a good fit. It acts like a filter to check whether you have got the basic but the core skills needed for the program. I will be now demonstrating one of the online tests I have done. Unfortunately, I can't go through all types of questions, but you will totally get a taste of what this is all about. So one type of test could be analytical thinking, where they will give you a context or a short paragraph to see if you can fairly analyze the situation through readings, which is a critical skill to understand a report. As we can see here, we are given a statement that all the Saracens are monks and all monks are patients. And the question is, some patient people are Saracens. Then we have to decide whether the information is correct or wrong, or it is not given, that we don't know the answers based on those assumptions. In this case, to my understanding, all the Saracens should be patient, so the answer should be correct, and I'm right.